Hi everybody, I'm back to Vlogmas. It's Tina again from Tina's Talk Time. If you've not been before, well then welcome to my channel. And if you're one of my regular viewers, well, thank you for coming back. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to. But anyway, watch the video and see what you think. Now this video, I'm doing some more Christmas cooking. And today I'm going to do the red cabbage and probably the gravy. We'll see how I get on. Now I do have to say that I do tend to make it up a bit as I go along. So, and I tend to use what I've got in really. So the spices and that I'll put in are basically what I've got in my cupboard. I did think I had some cinnamon sticks, but I haven't. So I'm going to put a little bit of just cinnamon powder in really. So anyway, I'll show you what I've done. I'm just softening some onions, and then I've got rather a lot of cabbage because I bought 2 small cabbages, but I didn't quite realise how much it would make. So I'm going to put those in. So it is going to be rather a lot, but I think it'll, you know, it'll cook down. So I'm going to just soften those, and I'm going to cook them because I've got some in a bit of ginger beer. I've got some in, you know, from when I did the cocktails. So I thought I'll try it. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'm just going to put a bit of ginger beer in. I didn't have any ginger. I was hoping I had some ginger, but I haven't. I've only got like crystallised ginger. I wasn't too sure how that had. You see, I've put that ginger beer in and it's gone to nothing, you know, because there's so much. But anyway, it'll soften it down. Right, I had to stop filming there because I suddenly remembered I hadn't peeled the apples or anything. I'm keeping it real. And you'll have to excuse the state of my kitchen, it's Christmas. I'll tidy it up towards the end of, well, I'll tidy it up after I finish. So I've chopped 3 tiny, they're very small eating apples, but I would say 2 normally. So they're not too small because I do like people to be able to know that there's apple in it, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to mix those in with it. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up with a purple spatula, aren't I? So I'll put those in. Give them a good mix. I had to make sure I was videoing then. Right, I'll see if I can bring you over to see it. What it looks like now. Can you see? So I'm just going to put some spices in now. I mean, I would literally just put whatever you've got in the cupboard. I'll put a couple of cloves in. I've just put 4 cloves in. I don't want it too clovey. A little bit of ground cinnamon. As I say, I thought I had some. Can you see? Just that. You can always add more to it after. And this is a star anise, and I'll put a star anise in, but I will take it out after. So just to give it, and a bay leaf from my garden. I read somewhere that if you put bay leaves in your cupboards, you don't get insects in them. Not that I ever get insects in my cupboard, but I just thought I'd let you know that piece of. So I'm going to just let this soften now. Do you know, I might put a little bit more ginger beer in because it's quite dry. It will soften down. I would have put ginger in, but we're putting the ginger beer in. I thought I don't want it too gingery. So I'm just going to let that soften. And then what I will do is I'm going to add later on some balsamic vinegar some brown sugar. Normally I would use demerara sugar, but I've got this in. Oh, do you remember I told you I use the, is it the Nescafe Gold coffee jars? I use them for storage. I think they're really good for storage. I hate to throw them away. They're so nice. Right, I'll leave that for about maybe another, it's probably been on for about 5 minutes now, and maybe leave it another 5 minutes. So I'll set the timer. Alexa, can I have a timer for 5 minutes, please?
5 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. I don't know why I say thank you to Alexa. Does anybody else do that? Right, I'll come back to you in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to make the gravy with chicken wings, so I'm just going to give them a smash, you know, smash them with my rolling pin to make sure I get all the goodness out of them when I cook them. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Right, we've gone for 5 minutes there. So now what I'm going to add, I would normally put port in, but I've got some mulled wine, so I thought I'd like to use some of that up. So I'll put a glug of mulled wine in, give it a bit of alcohol, that'll give it more spices as well. Then I'm going to put some sugar in. Put quite a bit of brown sugar in. So we want it to be nice and sticky. And then I'm going to put some balsamic vinegar in, just a slurp. And then you just need to keep tasting it, you know. Now what I want to do now is I'll just let the water evaporate from there, and then we'll come back and see. As I say, just make it up, put what you've got in your kitchen in. So hopefully that will go sticky. I'm hoping it will anyway. Right, it's really annoying. I'm not going to make the gravy because I've chopped all the onions and the carrots to go in. Got the chicken wings out, bashed them all up and everything, but they've got a funny smell, and I don't want to give anybody food poisoning or an upset stomach over Christmas. So I think I'm going to abandon the gravy. I might have to buy some because, you know, I don't want to risk it. They are within the date, but they do smell a bit funny, so it's not worth the risk, is it? So we'll abandon the gravy. I may have to go out and look for some, or buy some more chicken wings, but it sort of put me off a bit. I wouldn't mind, but I'd done all the other things ready. Anyway, so I'll just be putting them in the bin now. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so I've just rung my daughter and son-in-law up and asked them to get me some pre-made gravy. So annoying, isn't it? So I'm going to leave this now for about another 15 minutes. I want it to get all nice and sticky. I hope it does. I think it should do. I just need some of the moisture to evaporate, you know. I don't know if you can see it. So we'll come back to that in a bit. Right, so it's now 15 minutes later. You can see the red cabbage is cooked. There's still a bit of liquid, but I do think that'll thicken up as it cools down. Now, unfortunately, I've frozen all my cranberry sauce that I made, but I'm going to put, I have some here, some smooth cranberry sauce. My daughter can't bear it unless it's like this, so I did buy this. So I'm going to put a generous spoonful of that in and see how that goes. So I'll just mix that around. And then I'll let you see it when it's cooled down. I will let you see it. I'm sorry about the sausage slice. I don't know why, I just forgot. I just put it in the freezer. And then I couldn't bring it out and cut it, you see. Right, I've taken the bay leaf out, so that should be all right. I couldn't find the star anise, so it'll be in here somewhere, of course. But anyway, I'll just leave that. I'll turn the heat off now. And I'll just let you see it a bit later on when it's cooled down a bit. I was hoping to fit it in that one, but I think I'm going to have to put it in this container because there is quite a lot. And then I'm going to freeze that until Christmas Eve. I'll be cooking a gammon, so it'll be nice with that as well. Right, so I'll just pour it in here. So it's made quite a big tray of this. And then I won't forget to open my advent calendar today. I know I keep forgetting. So I'm just going to sprinkle a few more walnuts on the top. So that's my red cabbage. You know what it'll be like? They'll say, oh, I don't want red cabbage. So I'm going to put that in the... Oh, I've just thrown the wool. Do you know I never fail to... I've just swept up and I've just thrown the walnuts all on the floor. Betsy will enjoy eating them anyway. Right, I'm going to put a lid on this and get it ready for the freezer. And then I'll be opening the advent calendar. So just bear with me. Right, so that's all ready for the freezer. I will tell you what, I've just watched a really good film. Well, I watched some of it this morning when I got up and then some while that was cooking. It's called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. I wanted to see it when it was on the cinema, but it is on Amazon Prime. But up until, well, every time I looked it was $15.99 to hire it. Well, I wasn't going to pay that. But this week, it's gone down to $5.99 or 5 something. And I thought, oh yeah, because it cost me that to go to the cinema and more. So anyway, I watched it. It's a lovely film, you know. So anybody who wants to watch a good film and doesn't mind paying to rent it from Amazon, I can recommend it. A nice woman's film, you know. Anyway, I've got the two, do you know what I did? I've eaten some of the nuts and I can't get rid of them now. They're in my mouth and throat, you know. So that'll teach me for eating walnuts. Right, so I've got number 18 and 19. I couldn't be bothered to bring all the calendar in, so we'll see what's in number 18. It's lovely how it's all packaged, isn't it? We'll read the card first. Oh, what does this feel like? It's a square. I don't know. Oh, it's something for Rodin Disco Eye. Find someone who doesn't suit this shade. Go on and we'll wait. Infused with gold. Infused with gold and silver pearl. It latches onto the eyelids for optimal reflection and shine. Oh, right. So it's obviously an eyeshadow. Why do they make these packages so hard to open? Oh, so it's an eyeshadow. Oh, that's a nice package. Look. It's smaller inside, but it's nice. It's like a gold. Oh, it's not very pigmented, I don't think. It's got a little mirror inside. It just gives a bit of a sparkle, really. It's probably for putting over something else because it's not very pigmented, but a nice little product. Rowan So that's day 18. Now moving on to day 19. Well, this is another square thing. Ooh, what can it be? Let's have a read. It says, a synthetic sandalwood molecule known as javanol. This fragrance from cult brand Eccentric Molecules is stripped of all heaviness. The result is a warm, cosy fragrance with a hint of freshness. Right, it's obviously a perfume of some sort. Oh, this looks posh, look. That's in number 19. Watched before, this is the Flannels Beauty Advent Calendar, which I got at half price on Black Friday. I'm really pleased I did, really, because it's been a good calendar. I wouldn't want it to pay full price for it, but it's really, I mean, it's probably worth the full price, but you wouldn't use all the products, would you, you know? So, that's the perfume. Only I think I've, oh no, I haven't, I thought I had it up. The rip box. I love perfume though. Oh. Is there no top on the bottle? Oh, that's unusual. There's no top on the bottle. But it's, I'll spray it and see what it's quite a nice size, isn't it? I can't really smell a lot at the moment. It's very subtle. It's very subtle, you can hardly smell it. Whether it warms up, I wonder why there's no lid on it. Is it in the box? No, I thought maybe it was in the bottom of the box. That just must be how it comes with no lid. It's a bit weird. No, it's definitely not in the box. Right, a lidless perfume. I can't really smell much, to be truthful. No. To be truthful, I can hardly smell it. You don't think I've got COVID? No. Oh well, maybe it's supposed to warm with your body or something like that. Phone again, sorry. Oh, that was just my daughter on the phone. She's just taken the dogs to be clipped, and she said Betsy did not want to go in to be clipped. She's having a Christmas clip. I think I could do with doing something with mine. It's a bit of a mess today. Anyway, what else? I'm sure there was something else I was going. Oh, I know what it is. It's just a reminder that tomorrow at 7 o'clock we're doing the Transatlantic Housewives again. It's going to be a pantomime theme. There'll be lots of easy clues in it for you to guess what pantomime it is, you know, and count the clues. So that's 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So hopefully we'll see you then. Oh, anyway, I'm going to go now. Bye for now.